Hello guys and welcome to Let's Talk Raptors. I'm your host Atisham, my channel where you get reviews, analysis, predictions, and hot takes on all things Raptors as well as some NBA. So the Raptors had their fourth game today against the Chicago Bulls. So without further ado, let's talk Raptors versus Chicago in Toronto at the Scotiabank Arena. So sorry guys. Exciting game, okay? No matter what the result was, we lost this game 111, 108, but exciting as hell this game was, at least the second half, you could say. So the first half, again, the Raptors come out, they're doing okay, but they're still struggling with their half-court offense. And, they're constantly turning the ball, over, and there's turnovers happening, there's missing at the rim, there's missing open three shots, and eventually and today our defense was a little bit stagnant from the start, right? And it gave Chicago the lead at the half, 49-42. And the third quarter starts, and it's the same as it was in the first half, right? Their defense is starting to get a little bit more energized, but every time the Raptors, get closer, the Chicago Bulls take over, and then Zach LaVine just woke up somehow and went off in the third quarter. And Lonzo Ball could have missed for shit today. I don't know how the hell he fixed that shot, but anyways, and by I think mid third quarter we were down 20 points. So the Raptors are down 20 points. You think this game is over? What the hell? It's getting late. Let's sleep. Whatever. But Nick Nurse calls a timeout, and out of nowhere comes Delano Banton. And again, the Raptors' momentum changes. And the Raptors start to rally, cut it down. And then they go into the fourth quarter down by, I believe it was 12. And by it's going back and forth. The Raptors are inching it closer, but every time they get it below 10, DeMar DeRozan comes out of nowhere, or Zach LaVine, or Lonzo Ball hit a shot, and they're back up by 11 or whatever. And eventually, it gets to the point of 9 points. And then out of nowhere, Freddie goes off, right? I'll get to Freddie for this game, but Freddie starts to get to the rim, get pissed off. They're defending, they're turning them over. I think we had them turn over at least 8 times in the fourth quarter. And the Raptors are, nudging it away. Freddie gets to the rim. He has this sweet layup straight, going at Zach LaVine. He gets 2 free throws. He cuts it down to 6. Then he takes on Vucevic one-on-one and dribbles his ass off, and then gets, to the rim with like a lefty and behind his back and goes in, layup. And then we're down by 4. And then there's this play where he literally falls to the ground, still dribbling the ball underneath the net, gets back up, and then just lays it in. And eventually the Raptors are, I think at one point we tied the game, or we were down by 2 points. And then came freaking DeMar DeRozan, man. It's DeMar DeRozan and Freddie VanVleet just, trading buckets. DeMar goes to the corner, the shot we all know he does, and then just swish, right? Even with a contest from Scotty Barnes. And then Freddie comes to the other side. He has that layup that I was talking about where he falls to the ground, and he turns the game back, a 4-point. And then DeMar comes from the middle of the top of the key and just swish. They're back up by 6, and then Freddie comes from the other side and just lays it up. And then Scotty Barnes, or was it OG nails gets to the mid-range and dunks it in. And then we're down by 2 points again. And eventually it turns into a free throw and a 5-second violation for the inbound pass. And what happens is Billy Donovan sets up his offense all on it, takes a timeout. There's like 50 seconds left, and he sets all of his offense up in the front court. And sorry guys, and the Raptors get their 5-second violation. Because, they almost get the 5-second violation. Billy Donovan has to call a timeout. And then he draws up a play where he spreads out the defense and his offense in like the backcourt and the front court. But there's a mishap, and Lonzo Ball checks the ball over Vucevic. Scotty Barnes gets the turnover and dunks straight to the net. right? And you like down again 2 points. Sorry, we were down 4 points at that point, and then we were down 2 points, and then we have to foul, right? And then we put Vucevic on the line. Vucevic misses the first free throw, and you're just like, oh yes, we're back in this game. He makes the second one, and eventually, like, we come down and we get the shot that we want. Is Freddie one-on-one against Vucevic, dribbling his ass off, gets a side step on the I believe it was the right hand corner, and shoots it, and it just grazes the outside of the rim and falls out, and we lose this game 111 to 111 to 108. And it was just like, the game was exciting. It's just disappointing that you want that to happen for your guys, get some game winners early in the season and then the momentum builds. But it is what it is. Still a good game. Three key takeaways I had from this game, like I do in all of my videos. The first one is, when the Raptors move the ball, the Raptors are a killer team. The Raptors they're constantly moving and they're getting good shots. The second takeaway leads into the first one. Our ball movement is so good. We get to the rim. We do everything properly that it should be. We get open 3-point shots, but we're not finishing. And that's the second takeaway. The Raptors left at least 10 to 20 points in bunnies, dunks, and, just simple layups on the rim this game. It just, like, they couldn't finish. Like, Goran Dragic had 2 misses in the start. Precious Achiuwa had this open dunk. He couldn't finish it. Like, they can't tip it back in. And it seems like the Raptors aren't able to finish, at least in the start of the game. The only guys that are finishing at the rim are with authority is OG Anunoby and Scotty Barnes. And, at least Freddie's trying to get in there. He just gets smacked because he's tiny. But still, like, there's Precious missing them, Goran missing them, Gary Trent missing them, and it's disappointing to see those points just fade away. And we had open 3-point shots that we missed. Like, there was this one possession where Gary Trent was left completely alone and he misses it, even though he came back on the next possession and just nailed a 3-pointer. But come on, man, those shots should be made. And the third takeaway I had was that the 3-point shooting has been a bit abysmal. The Raptors haven't been shooting the 3 well. They get the open shots, but they just can't seem to nail them. And the way they're missing, like, there's air balls happening. There's off the the backboard is completely going off somewhere else, and it doesn't look good that the Raptors aren't able to. And that's where I feel like a guy like what was his name, Sam Decker, should be allowed to have some minutes so he can get those guys feeling confident in the 3-point shot, that if this guy can nail them, we can nail them, right? And it just disappoints that a lot of people don't get those minutes, and I'll get to that. And the fourth is that the Raptors, no matter how good their ball movement is, they are not using the conventional basketball, which is pick and roll. Like, I see Precious Achiuwa as this one of these guys that can become the next Serge Ibaka. His stroke looks good, but we're not putting him in a pick and roll to shoot the ball, or just stop at the top of the key and take his shot, or we're trying to do the pick and roll with him, Freddie trying to give him a lob, but they don't have that coordination right now. So Freddie's lobs are kind of all over the place. They're not like precise like Kyle Lowry, because Freddie's still getting used to passing the ball as much as he needs to. But the Raptors need to utilize the pick and roll in the half court, because that's where we're struggling. We're not able to move. Like, the teams are still keeping up with our players, and we're not finishing at the rim. So a pick and roll with Precious, or even Cam Burch, he had a couple of bunnies today in the paint, which he nailed, which was good, teardrops. That's the type of offense we need to have going forward. And it just seems like we're just trying to be too innovative all at once. It needs to transition into it. And the last takeaway I had is, what the hell, Nick Nurse? Play Malachi Flynn. I like Goran Dragic, man. But why is, Malachi getting 0 minutes? I get Delano Banton is taller and he should play. But you just, like, come on, man. Goran Dragic every time. You got to put Malachi in sometime. He needs that play time. And if not now, you're going to put him in the middle of the season and, expect him to do things that he's not used to doing. You're ruining the rhythm, because once Goran Dragic is traded, which is likely, who is going to be Malachi taking over, and by that time the offense has a certain way of operating, and if Malachi is not used to that, you're not going to get anything out of it. Anyways, that's just the way. Like those were my key takeaways, guys. Now let me get to the player of the game, and there is no doubt about the player of the game in this game, and that is Freddie Van Vliet. Today, that guy played like a point guard, and let me tell you why. 15 points went off when he needed to go off in the fourth quarter. 6 of 13, which is not bad, and 6 rebounds, but this is where he showed that he's a point guard. 17 assists, career high. 17 assists. So that is why Freddie, he was, he had this assist where he was on display. He is OG is trailing. He, turns around, passes it to OG, blocks the player, and gets OG to shoot a 3-pointer, which gets her closes in the game. So Freddie is starting to step into that role, and he was the most valuable player for us today, getting us back into the game offensively, as well as getting everybody else involved. Sorry, one takeaway that I forgot is that, the Raptors turned the ball over a lot. And our defense was down today, and that cost us going, having transition. And since we're struggling in the offensive end, we need that transition. So the Raptors need to do a way better job in controlling their turnovers. Let me see how many turnovers these guys had. They had 19 turnovers. That's a lot, man. That is a lot. Even though they had 27 assists, but 19? Come on. And the refs, once again, dude, what the hell are you guys doing? You missed the traveling on Zach LaVine. You gave a and one to DeMar DeRozan for no reason. You took away our and one when OG, did a Euro turnaround and tried to dunk it. And you guys, what the hell are you guys doing? Do a better job. You guys are horrible. And it's not just the Raptors. It's happening everywhere. Like, they're so inconsistent. Be consistent, damn it, refs. What's wrong with you guys? Anyways, guys, that's all I have for you guys for this game. Prediction for the Pacers on Wednesday is the Raptors will win that game. Damn it. I'm going to keep saying it. The Raptors will win that game. They will win it 112-88. We're going to destroy the Pacers. And that's all I have for you guys. Please hit that like and subscribe button and leave your comments in the comment section. And I hope you guys enjoyed the contents. I will see you guys next time.